Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday episode of the Rabbinic Cynic. I am your host, Rabbi Andrew. If you like this podcast, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, or you can also go to my Facebook channel and hit share if you like this as well. If you don't like it, hit share anyway at the same time. And I also want to wish everybody a Chag Sameach. It is Sukkot. That is why I have my. This is a symbolic of a sword. It's called the Arba Minim, otherwise known as the 4 species. So I'm going to do a little shaking of you. Shake it. That's the Sukkot song. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what each of these different objects, different species mean on Sukkot, why we shake them, what we do with it, what they represent. I love this is one of my favorite holidays actually of the Jewish calendar. Mine's a little twisted. And the reason is that Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, they're so serious. We're looking inside of ourselves. We're trying to become better human beings. Sukkot is considered Zman Simchatenu, the time of our joy. It's a happy time. It's also the harvest time. I'm grateful for the bounty of the harvest I have received from both agriculturally speaking, like this is the time of the year where people harvest things. In the desert, maybe we wait a little longer because the temperatures cool down and a lot of the plants get a little bit they turn out better if you wait a little bit here in the desert. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to describe each of the different species of the 4 species. So what do we have here? So if you look at it here, this is called an etrog. Well, it looks like a lemon. And what does the lemon mean? Why do we have an etrog? So each one of these species represents a different type of human being, a different type of person. So the etrog has a nice lemony flavor. You smell it? Can you smell it? I'm gonna put it up to the camera and you can smell it. Oh, doesn't it smell awesome? Smell-o-vision. And so it has a good fragrance and a good taste. You can make marmalade with it. And it represents a person with both wisdom and good deeds. Then we have the hadas, the myrtle. This is the one right here. See the myrtle? The myrtle. This is the myrtle in clusters, which has a nice fragrance. But if you eat it, you're not going to like it. So what does that represent? That represents a person who does good deeds but lacks wisdom. So this could be somebody who volunteers, but they're not that smart, but that doesn't matter, right? They're all part of this same communal, the 4 species that we bring together. Then we have the lulav. This is a lulav right here. It should be a little bit more green, but we're in the Coachella Valley and we use what we got. So this is do not eat these. This is please don't go home and eat this. If you have one, if you find one. But it's a date palm. So here in the Coachella Valley, there's lots of date palms, right? Been to Date Palm Street. It doesn't have any kind of smell. Nope, no smell. So what it represents is, you can actually eat it, right? We know that we can eat date palms. This is the Coachella Valley has one of the most dates. This is the date capital of the world. And it represents a person with wisdom, but without good deeds. In other words, people who are really smart, they're very wise, but at the same time, maybe that's all we get out of them is just their wisdom. And then last but by no means least, we have the arava, which is the willow. And you got to keep these dry, and they don't taste or smell. And what it represents is a person that doesn't have any either good deeds or wisdom, so to speak. Right? They use Torah learning as an analogy, but I like to say these are 4 different types of human beings. And the reason why we bring them together, and this is a very powerful message in the Talmud and in Jewish tradition, is it represents a unity of humanity. That we bring all of humanity together all that represent different types of humanity together in unity. And we celebrate that. We celebrate that there are different types of human beings. And just because some human beings may be smart and have good deeds and just look like overachievers, doesn't mean that they're any less than somebody that has good deeds but not being so smart. And the lulav itself, which is also represents a sword of celebration, and it doesn't have any, right? So this might be someone that has wisdom but not necessarily any good deeds. But at the same time, and there's no smell either, right? So they're not smelly either, those people. That's just a joke. But the arava represents the potential, right? There's no smell, there's no taste, but it also means that altogether they make up a whole. All different types of human beings make up a whole. And I think what's also possible to understand is that all of us represent all of these different kind of species at different times in our lives. And so the reason why, and then what we do is, for this holiday, we usually go into a sukkah. This is a sukkah, which is a temporary dwelling where you can see the stars at night. I'm not doing this in my sukkah. I don't actually have a sukkah this year because I haven't built one. I am going to try to build one next year. My wife doesn't know about it yet, but I think she just found out. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to shake this. I'm going to shake my lulav. I'm going to show you how you do it. And we do it to all the different four corners of the world, like up and down and forward and back. And that represents the idea that we recognize that there is a unity to the planet. There's a unity to the world, and there's a unity to humanity. So I'm going to step back here, and we're going to be able to do a show and tell. And what we do is, you see, this is the piton, which is the top of the lulav. This one. So what we do is we want to put this down first before we say the blessing. So I'm going to say the blessing, and then we're going to shake the lulav. A few of you that don't have one, this is, you can say that you are fulfilling the mitzvah of shaking the lulav through me. And I'm going to say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has commanded us to shake the lulav, to be participating in this mitzvah of the lulav. And since this is the first day of Sukkot, I'm say the Shechianu, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. And we praise that God, that we have reached today, that we've arrived. And I'm going to shake my lulav. You turn it back upside down so you see this, the piton, like the top of it is there. I'm going to shake it forward. And we go to the right, and we go to the left, and we go backwards, and we go forwards, and we go up into the heavens and down below, because we don't believe in hell in Judaism. We go down below. We shake it this way. And also, sometimes you sing a song. Hallelujah, et Adonai. Kol goyim shabachu kol ha'umim. That's just a little short one on that one. So that's the shaking of the lulav. I hope you enjoyed that. That's all I'm going to do today. But the main message I wanted to give everybody is that no matter who you are as a person, you have a place in this world. And that is the message of Sukkot, is you don't have to be the biggest genius in the world. Yeah, and even if you're not, even if you are, whatever it is you do that contributes to humanity and to mankind, these four species represent that, the four species of humanity. And also the fact that we are entrenched in our earth. We are entrenched in our planet. And by picking up these objects, that the four species that have grown throughout the summer, and now we're coming into fall. We've harvested our summer crop, and we're celebrating. We're celebrating the fact that we have made it through another year, and we're looking forward to a beautiful, wonderful year to come. And so with that, I wish you all Chag Sameach, a happy Sukkot. This is a whole week holiday that ends with Simchat Torah, that ends next week, and this is a time of joy. So everybody try and celebrate every day. Every day you want to celebrate. If you go to work, if you don't go to work, if you volunteer, celebrate yourselves and celebrate each other, and celebrate this beautiful planet that we live on. And let's hope that we can strive for a better future. Let's hope we can have an end to the suffering that people are enduring in the wars and in the hurricanes and the earthquakes and all of these terrible things that are happening in the world right now. Let's look to the good. Let's look to the good of humanity. Let's find the positive spirit that lives in each one of us, in a unique way. Like each of the 4 species, each of us has our own unique contribution to the unity of humankind. Live long and prosper. Chag Sameach. We have a holiday full of joy and a week full of joy. Take care. See you on the other side. Bye.